All right, well again, good morning, hello, welcome everyone. It's been so nice through the week as I go and I check the message board on Facebook, or I get emails from folks who are actually joining us from all around the country. In fact, some folks are joining us from other parts of the world. So it's really exciting to hear from you, so I hope you have a chance to chime in on the message board. So, as many of you know the story of the Buddha's awakening, he sat underneath the Bodhi tree with a determination to stay there as long as it takes to wake up. And while he was there, he was assaulted by the powerful demon Mara. Mara, who tried many times throughout the night to thwart the Buddha's attempts for enlightenment. Mara sent his armies of aversion, hunger, thirst, sloth and torpor or sleepiness, craving, lust, hypocrisy. He sent multitudes of armies of demons at the Buddha in this way. And after all attempts failed, Mara sent his final and most powerful weapon, the cell phone. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, Mara then sent doubt. Doubt was the final weapon. And all kidding aside, doubt is a very powerful deterrent to waking up. Obviously, as we all know in the story, it didn't work because in the touching the earth pose, you see many statues and things with the Buddha reaching down and touching the earth, because as Mara claimed his own right to waking up and not the Buddha's, instilling within him doubt that he is the one to wake up and become enlightened, the Buddha called upon the earth as his witness, as a child of the universe, I and all things awaken. And so for each one of us, this powerful, intense deterrent to waking up can be amplified and intensified by our external circumstances. In other words, it's times like these that really tend to test our practice. And our practice gets tested sometimes, oftentimes, through doubt. Many of us are currently experiencing doubt. Doubt about how things are going to turn out in the upcoming election. Doubt that your vote will even matter. Doubt that there's time left to help the environment. Doubt that we will ever return to movies or church services or concerts. Of the 5 hindrances, doubt is certainly one of the trickiest, because doubt can manifest in so many different ways. Sometimes doubt is not even recognized. You're not even aware that you're caught up in it. It can just be a felt sense. Doubt can materialize as a general sense of anxiety, an uneasiness around things done or undone, distress over a decision. I myself constantly am embattled about reopening Temple Buddhist Center to physical proximity. Doubt can manifest as a feeling of failure, inadequacy. All of these things have their root in some degree of doubt. Because ultimately, we are doubting the universe. We are doubting the unfolding of life in each and every precious moment. Albert Einstein said there's only one question to ask. Is the universe a friend or a foe? One of the reasons that conspiracy theories work is because they play on a natural psychological tendency of human beings. You see, they start at the end and then create numerous pathways to how that occurred. This is seductive. This is enticing. Doubt does the same thing. We create an outcome, or we witness, or we see something happening, and then our mind sets to figuring out how it got there. The Buddha taught that doubt arises in the mind and clouds our judgment, limiting our ability to act and then causing great emotional disquiet. And the media is its army. When you look at media, screens of any kind, or even friends, family, neighbors, you are deluged with acts of violence, hatred, anger, blame, fear, and this creates a tremendous amount of doubt around the big first question that Albert Einstein asked, doesn't it? But right there, mixed in with the riots, did you see the men and with guns, or did you see the other people helping each other up off of the ground? Did you see the flooding and damage on the videos from the hurricane? Or did you see the neighbors helping each other to remove debris? Yes, there's racial injustice and social unrest. But did you see the multiracial groups starting up book clubs, read-ins, and funding sites? When we start at the end, we will attach to the perceived road that led to the destination based on our mindset. My teacher used to say, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. When we are bombarded with all of these negative things, pretty soon, that's just kind of, we get into that groove and that vibe, and we become the hammer. And then when someone gives us an outcome or a theory, then all we can see is the road that led there in a negative way. And all of a sudden we can't see the beauty around us. We can't see the acts of kindness, compassion. For every violent act you see, there were 20 acts of compassion and love. But we can't see it. We get caught in doubt. But here comes the opportunity for awakening. Doubt has another side. I told someone about this recently, but they doubted its existence. It's kind of the Sasquatch of sutras, the Yetis of Bodhis. Doubt is the only one of the hindrances that can actually be turned in on itself. In other words, what if you doubted doubt? Pause for enlightenment. So how do we doubt doubt? Of course, our practice is first and foremost. Spending time in noble silence on the cushion, realizing and understanding the nature of mind, seeing where we have gotten stuck, becoming aware of it. Here are some other handy techniques. These are just little tools. Link unhappiness and inner inquiry. Link unhappiness with doing the inner work, with self-inquiry. Look for the root. Look for what is causing the thoughts that cause the unhappiness. Remember, happiness is not out there. It's not something you achieve. We are happiness, love, joy, and equanimity. You can't find something you are, but you can realize it when you release fear, anger, hatred, and delusion. Number 2, loving kindness for yourself. May I be free from self-doubt. May I be happy. May all things go well for me. Keep breathing into your heart, ventilating this precious human form, releasing tension. Number 3, do not judge the doubt when it arises. That's actually just a veil that doubt can place over itself, looking for all the external symptoms, reasons, circumstances, blame. It's none of those. It's just there. Come back home. Sense it inside. Don't judge the doubt. Be present with it. Sit down to tea with the doubt and explore what it has to share with you. Thank you, doubt, for trying to protect me. But you don't need to. I'm okay. Give your doubt a name. Steve or Cindy or Charlie or some cool Sanskrit term. Next, align your spine. Doubt and fear can round the shoulders, brings the elbows forward. You find yourself slumping. When you're slumping, you can't breathe correctly. And when you can't breathe correctly, you're actually limiting the amount of oxygen to the mind. You are preventing a certain degree of clarity. Get physical with it. Yoga, Tai Chi Cha, a walk in nature. Sit up straight, posture. These things aren't about just being a good boy or girl. They're actually things to help you create a sense of presence, dignity, nobility. Next, employ samatha meditation, chanting, a guided meditation, mala beads, absorption in just something that helps you to achieve zone or flow, which is communing with the divine. Creativity in all of its forms. Come through us, not from us. You're not doing it, but you can open and allow it to come through you. Poetry, painting, dancing, a musical instrument. All these things bring about a sense of joy and expansion. Doubt and fear create smallness and obsession with a certain focus. So all of these things can help us to begin to doubt. When we begin to cultivate this doubting of doubt, this present moment awareness, we create a healthy skepticism. You begin to doubt any or all beliefs, concepts, ideas, dogmas, random thoughts that have gotten stuck in a habituated pattern of negative thinking. And when you realize that, you begin to cultivate an openness, a receptivity, that life is about adventure, not regret. You move ahead and you publish that book because you no longer give power to negative thoughts. You record those songs because you no longer need approval from the external world about when to start or stop or what they should or should not be. You participate in social movements not because there is doubt about whether it works, but because it is in your heart to do. You don't need a reason. Doubt says you need a reason. Love says do whatever you want to do, because when you come from a place of love, you can't do it wrong. You can't do life wrong because you don't have a life. You are life. All of this helps us to realize that the universe is not only a friend, but is madly in love with you. You let yourself plunge into possibilities, and your dreams and creativity will express without a doubt.